Halloween means more than just dressing up. What about you? What does Halloween mean to you? What's up, everybody? I'm Ray,
What's up, guys? It's Candy.
and we are on our season 2, episode 3.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So, just a little bit on the last few episodes. We've gotten a lot of positive responses from episode 1 with Trino and Adam, episode 2 with Daisy Rocks. That was so cool.
That was dope one with the boys.
Yeah,
And with
yeah.
the comedian? Come on. She was funny.
Oh my god, I enjoyed editing that so much. It was just I think it's like I hear your voice, Daisy, in my head.
Well, yeah, I wasn't there last time, so I had to meet her next time. Or maybe we could go to a comedy club next time.
Yes, let's do it. We can figure something out. Maybe we can do an off-location shoot like we're doing today. And
Yeah, that'll be sick. That'll be dope.
I just want to give a big shout out to Halloween Depot. Thank you so much for allowing us to shoot in your Halloween shop, Halloween Superstore. If you want masks, costumes, decoration, unique items here that you can't find in any other Halloween shop. So just
That's
a big
true.
shout out.
I don't see none of this stuff at other places.
Yeah.
You got the Chucky doll and got all these masks right here. It's pretty big, so come and check it out, guys.
Come and check it out. Yeah. Halloween, we're in the month. It's coming up, and I love Halloween. I love horror. I don't know about you.
You like it, Ann?
I love I grew up watching horror movies from as young as like 3 years old, 4 years old. Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street.
I like Michael Myers. That one's my favorite.
Me too. Yeah.
The last one that they made, oh my god, they killed it. I was
Really?
Like, I'm done. I don't even want to see it anymore.
I don't want to do any spoilers, but we'll talk about that on a different time.
Before that one with Jamie Lee Curtis, they should have just ended it right there.
There's a lot that they try to like make sense of in
Didn't
the
make no sense,
series.
though.
Yeah. I mean, you heard it here.
I was like, no, they're making too many remakes. You know, you can't be remaking all this shit. Just stop it right there and that's it.
Well, supposedly this is like the last and final one, but I feel like the way they filmed it with the storyline, they tried to add a second storyline to create like a branch off, but I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
That's where they really killed it. So
Yeah.
take it off, Ray.
You know, I grew up watching a lot of horror movies. I was so into, and I still am. I'm like a huge horror fan. I don't know if you know that. Like, I kind of took a step back with like content with horror because I wanted to branch off. And I mean, here we are doing a podcast. This is something that is new as a content creator. But yeah, I definitely want to like get back in touch with my roots of like what inspired me to be a creator and all of that. So Halloween means so much to me. It means more than just dressing up, and it's giving me that inspiration to keep going as a creator. It allows me to be creative in ways that just feel good. What about you? What does Halloween mean to you?
Same thing with you coming from the entertainment industry. I felt like I had to like, you know, when I was doing all these roles on set, you know, sometimes you had to become something that you're really not. You know, just get into that moment. You know, when I was doing stuff like for Netflix or on the block or Paramount Pictures, you know, there was certain characters, certain roles that I had to do, you know, to become that character. And it's actually pretty fun because when you become that character, you're like in a whole different world. You know, you're like,
Right.
oh, shit, man, I could
Yeah.
be a zombie chola, or, you know, I could be a gangster or whatever. So
Yeah.
I could be a zombie. So, but yeah, you know, it's more deep in that. You know, more deep than just putting on the costumes. You know, you have to get into it mentally, emotionally, you know, physically. You know, it does take a toll. You know, when it's more than just, you know, celebrating Halloween. So, looking at it as as a creator perspective, like you said, you know, doing a lot of creativity. You know, doing Halloween. I know you used to do like photography a lot. You know, photography. You know, I'm like, oh shit, man, your shit's dark. So you used to do a lot of crazy stuff like that.
Well, my first film as a director was a horror film in Outfest Film Festival and Fusion Film Festival.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my like premiere as an artist.
Hell
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I was looking at your stuff too last time. Remember you did this like out of body video? I'm like, oh shoot, how'd you do that stuff? Like, that was pretty dope.
Yeah,
teach me how to do it.
I'll teach you. I feel like because you're very detail oriented in your craft of tattooing and stuff, it's pretty much like not the same thing, but the same thing, if that makes sense. You know, you look at the detail and you do, you know, to your liking of how you want to do it. Some people like more of a rugged look or a clean cut. Just depends as an artist. But I feel like as a creator too, with like special effects and editing, it just comes down to the style that
Hell
you really like. I like a very abstract, colorful style with
Yeah, you
horror and
do.
darkness to it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
it's
I'm more of a clean style, so.
yeah, I see.
You know, when I used to be in the entertainment industry and stuff, I remember going to the makeup rooms and they would put makeup on me, you know, like they would do like bruises. And I remember I was doing like a video for like Ozzy Osbourne, and everybody had to be like zombies, and like this apocalypse came, and we were crazy, dude. Like you saw people with machetes. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, that's so
Like,
cool.
this is crazy. Like, you know, like I can't believe I'm doing all this stuff, you know, with freaking legends. But you know, going down to the basics of it, you know, it's more than just what you see on the outside. You know, you got to get into that persona, you got to get into that character. So you know, that's something that we were actually, you know, blessed with to do.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, man, it's just taking me back, you know, when I used to do all that stuff. But I'll be coming back on set soon, so you know, I'm ready for that.
Yeah, we have some projects that we've been talking about,
Yeah.
us too, about some acting stuff, some creative stuff, aside from the podcast stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to definitely branch into that, and definitely get into the Halloween spirit is that for me, you know, as to tap into the creativity. And yeah, like just being somebody that you're not on a day-to-day basis is so much fun to just pretend and be like. It just reminds you of kind of never growing up, always being a kid in a way, keeping that spark.
You gotta be a kid at heart for sure. You know, you gotta keep it, you know, keep that fire, keep the energy going. You know, it never dies down unless you want it to.
How do you feel with horror stuff? Do you watch scary movies?
I mean, honestly, I used to when I was younger. Before, honestly, I used to be all into like Michael Myers and Chucky, Child's Play, you know, the original movie, The Exorcist, Poltergeist. I used to watch all that good stuff. But I mean, I still do it once in a while. Yeah, we used to get into it with my family. I remember we used to be in Anaheim. All the kids used to get ready. They used to dress up. You know, we got like our candy bags or freaking pillows, you know, put all the candy in and everything. We used to go all around the mobile homes and stuff, and it was fun. You know, we had good times when we were younger and stuff. But, you know, I'm older now. Things are different. But I would say, you know, I'm not really into it like I used to.
Are you scared? Is that why?
No.
No? You know what? Surprisingly, I am. I love horror movies, like I said, grew up watching them, but I think the element of living alone and watching something at night scares me.
You start hearing like shit creak, you know? Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, what's that noise? You know,
Well, I had a weird
walking past my door.
I had a weird incident at my old apartment that I just kind of always think about. I wasn't really familiar with Palo Santo. I don't know if you are. It's like basically like burning. It's not sage, but you know, if somebody knows what it is, like you guys know what it is, right?
Some lady told me, my neighbor one day.
And
She said, Palo Santo. If
so
you want someone to break up, they'll break up. You know, if you put in the universe. If you want someone to get a divorce, they'll get it. I'm like, damn, girl.
I didn't really research it. So I got it as a gift in my new apartment, and I was home alone. I would put on a movie that I never seen before. In the movie, it had a scene of an exorcism. Like that was the opening scene, and I had just Palo Santo the whole apartment, but I didn't open the windows. I didn't do it the way you're supposed to.
You left all the demons in.
I locked them in. Yeah, I woke them up and locked them in. Mind you, it's like midnight or so, and all of a sudden my doorbell rings, and in my old apartment you had to go through like gated, like it wasn't where anybody can just go and like knock on your door.
No, I know.
It had to be like a neighbor or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I don't know anybody here, I'm new here, and it's a huge apartment complex, and somebody's ringing my doorbell at midnight, and I'm like, that's weird. I looked through the people, nobody, and then I started walking away, and it rang again. And then I stopped and I turned around and looked in the people again. Nothing. Walked walked a few steps further. Somebody rang it like ding, 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 like 10 times.
No damn way.
And I'm like, what the hell? I was like freaking out.
Right now.
My heart sank. I'm like, what the hell like is going on here? You know, I immediately thought of like what I did with the Palo Santo. I was like, did I do something? And I don't know. So then I went back to the couch, turned the TV off. And then it rang again, like ding, 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 ding. So at that point, I opened the door. Nobody was there.
Stop lying.
Yeah, and then that was like the last of my like horror movie watching alone.
Oh shit.
So
real life experience.
Yeah, so that was like the last time that I kind of really, ever since then I kind of was like, I don't know, I don't want to go through a situation, and who knows, maybe it could have been like a coincidence, but it's just so weird that somebody rang, like the doorbell rang, like
somebody, we know that, you know, somebody.
And I lived there for like over about 2 years, and that never happened again. So I don't know. I never did that again. Never did the Palo Santo again. Never did the scary movie again. I just stopped watching like possession movies and stuff like that because it just freaked me out.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
I remember this one time when I was young. I used to watch Goosebumps a lot. Remember Goosebumps?
Oh, I love. Yes.
And I remember we were in the mobile homes. We were young and we used to all live near each other. You know, my dad's family lived in one mobile home, like in the front, and then my grandma lived in the back, and then my other family lived on the other side. But we all lived like on the same complex. And I remember like this one time, you know, I was in the restroom, and I think it was like during Halloween. You know, during the Halloween night, we were there, and it was like dark and foggy. I think I was like maybe 8 years old, I would say. And I don't know, we had like this little window in the restroom, and I remember peeking through that window. I freaking saw the little Goosebumps guy, you know, right in front of the tree, and I was like, oh shit, man. I was tripping.
Scrappy, is that his name?
I don't know.
Or that dummy, right?
Yeah. And I remember just peeking out the window, and I literally saw him. I'm like, shit, I gotta stop watching these Goosebumps movies. So I remember that was that one time when you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I experienced that shit when I was younger. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, no more.
I know, right? Yeah. But you know what? I'm very attracted to like fear and like thrill like that. I've always have been, because I don't know, it just makes you feel alive. Like it kind of gives you that like pinch and like, oh, like I'm alive. Like I feel something, you know, like but I feel like also with fear you can use it to a benefit or an advantage, because like that's part of our like emotions that we have naturally, you know, like we're meant to be afraid of certain things to avoid dangers, to avoid, you know, things that stop us from like dying basically, because that's like the evolution. Does that make sense? I don't know.
It does make sense. Yeah, like when you fear something, you know, you're either gonna back down from it or you're either gonna go forward and past it.
Fight or flight.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I've learned over time like that when I feel afraid of something, I have to like really not take the flight reaction, because that's like what I'm used to. I feel like I've always kind of been like, oh, like, you know, now as an adult, like I take the opposite effect. Like I do the fight more like reaction than the flight.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that's what you have to do in life, you know. A lot of people fear a lot of things, you know. They fear leaving their job, they fear leaving their career, they fear of new change, you know, moving to a new house, moving to a new location. And that's why people now these days, you know, they're miserable where they're at, you know, they're not happy, they're unhappy, you know, because of that fear, you know, that's stopping them, that's limiting them, you know, their mindset mentally. You know, oh my God, I'm afraid this is gonna happen, I'm afraid that's gonna happen, I'm afraid to make this move, I'm afraid to change careers, you know, I'm afraid to go to a new tattoo shop. I'm like, okay, well, if you actually take that jump and do it, then you won't be fearing anymore, you know, you will actually go past those fears. And you know, talking about fear, this is my 5th tattoo shop that I've been at. You know, before those other tattoo shops that I was working at, I was like, you know what, this does not meet my values, you know, it doesn't meet my standards. I don't like how certain things are ran, you know, I don't like my pay, I don't like the location. So there was a lot of things that didn't meet my values and didn't meet my standards. So I didn't even stay there that long. I think at one tattoo shop I only stayed about like 3 months, and I dipped, you know, because it didn't meet my values. But me, you know, leaving those shops, you know, I couldn't let fear overcome me, because if it did, I will still be there miserable. I will still be there getting the same pay. I will still be there dealing with the same people, you know, dealing with this, you know, being at that same location. But once I left, you know, those tattoo shops, everything that I manifested in my life, I actually got. You know, and this is just the start of it. My job is actually 15 minutes from my house.
Nice.
My bosses, the owners, they're freaking amazing, you know. Damn, you know, just the effect that they have on the community, the tattoo shop, their clients, the experience that they give to the clients, you know, not just me as an artist, but you know, Tooth Candy and the smoke shop that they own. Like, it's crazy. Like, they've been in business for more than 20 years. And I'm gonna tell you, this Friday the 13th that we did at the shop, this was the best Friday the 13th that I've done at a tattoo shop before.
Nice.
The energy was crazy, the experience. We had a taquero, we had a DJ. Dude, I didn't get home until 2:30 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
That's how many tattoos I was doing. this experience was amazing. Hands down, this was the best Friday the 13th flash that I did at a tattoo shop than ever before.
Nice.
It was sick, man.
Yeah. Fear is like afraid of the unknown. It's like
Yeah.
not knowing what is in front of you and what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and people do fear, like if they leave out of nowhere, oh damn, I gotta pay my rent, my finances, my kids, my family, this and that. I understand all that, but sometimes we gotta take that leap of faith and just F it, just go for it. Like Nike, just do it. The worst thing that you could get in life is a no. How many people have told me no's? How many doors have closed on me? I'm like, okay, cool. Was it meant to be? I'm gonna keep going forward. I'm gonna keep, doing my thing. I'm gonna get what I asked for, and everything that I asked for, I got.
Yeah, I love that. Everything you said is like on point. You gotta be uncomfortable to grow, and you gotta put yourself in that situation, and it's just all part of the process of life. Like I feel like you gotta do what you gotta do to get to where you want to get to. Fear, it's an element that we have instinctually. So I'd say, like, for me, I'm just not into like possession stuff. That's scary to me. That is like terrifying to me. I'm just scared of that. Yeah, I mean, one of the scariest movies of all time is, to me, The Exorcist, the original. I cannot. Yeah, I cannot watch that. I remember my mom told me when I was a kid, when I was being bad and like not listening, she's like, I'm gonna make you sleep at night with the VHS under your pillow. Yeah, so I mean, those movies just freak me out. Like, they scare me. I'm not like a big fan of possession stuff because that is like terrifying to me, because there is that fear of unknown, but then it's like it kind of just plays with your mind in a way. But I don't know. I'm more of a zombie, like apocalypse type of genre of horror. Slashers.
That one was cool,
yeah. 28 Weeks Later. That's one of my favorite. There's both of them, the 28 days and 28 weeks. Yeah. I would just always feel like those movies scare me because I feel like it's so realistic. Like, that can happen. There can be an outbreak. There can be something that infects people and stuff. I saw that when I was a kid, and those are still like the nightmares that I have. Is that type of like apocalypse like situation? Yeah. What are some of your favorite horror movies? Yeah. The last one, so I'm sorry. Nope, no good. Yeah. I mean, I love the Halloween series. It's classic. It's just real, like, right? There's some other movies though that are like, I don't know if they're like well known, but I think, and I recommend people to watch if you love horror movies. High Tension. Have you seen that movie? What? You're gonna love that movie. I don't want to. Should I? No, don't say nothing. Okay, it's a French film. It's a horror film from the early 2000s. Recommend that one. High Tension. High Tension. Yeah. Okay. Another one I would recommend is a slasher film called Slumber Party Massacre. Oh man, it's into it. An 80s. I gotta catch up with you. It's an 80s film, and it's very low budget. It's almost kind of campy, but it's really cool. Like, this backstory of the creation of the film was this director who's a female, who just took this leap to like invest her money into this film, and it's actually shot in Venice. It takes place in LA. Hell yeah. And it's cool. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. Like, some people may think it's like too old school, but I love 80s aesthetic and stuff like that. So Slumber Party Massacre, recommend that one for slasher. And he has his list right now, so Demons, I don't know if you've heard of that one. Demons is a really cool 80s movie too that has really cool makeup, really cool special effects. Before motion effects, it was all makeup and stuff like that. So they did a lot of cool makeup in that movie. So Demons 1985 version, and then Demons 2, the sequel, is also really good too. I could talk about these all day. Like, okay, yeah, he could. I know. Oh, the last Scream I saw was 6. Good. Yeah. Oh my God, that one was good. There was a lesbian. Speaking of like horror movies and stuff, what about like you growing up? Did you ever hear like any urban legends or anything in your neighborhood or your family? Yeah, was that like? Did you believe that though? Like, did you think that she was around the block, like calling your name? Hell yeah, all the time. Yeah. I was like, I don't live near a lake, so. No. Oh, you gotta watch that one. Yeah, I mean, I was like, it looks a little bit
It's an
not.
urban legend.
I also haven't seen it, so I can't judge it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But I know the story.
Yep.
But I wasn't afraid of it because there wasn't any lakes around.
Yeah.
You know, so from what I remember,
Yeah.
she's like somebody who drowned her
Yeah,
children
exactly.
and yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that was always a good one right there.
My urban legend growing up was always like about a man named Henry. My brothers and cousins would say like, oh, if you go into my grandma's like guest room, there would be a man named Henry staring at you in the window. So it was always like the
Or
fear of
Bloody
like
Mary,
a man. Oh, the Bloody Mary. Yeah.
Oh man, this is nice. You know, we're just going way back with all of this.
Yeah. Also, like growing up too, I lived right like behind a mental asylum.
Oh,
So
Lord.
it was abandoned, and
Nice.
that was like my little playground. Like I used to like film stuff there when I was
Oh,
like
wow, in the mental
12.
asylum. Nice.
Yeah, just running
Right
around.
next to the graveyard.
Yeah, there was a mortuary in there too. So that was like my little playground backyard thing. I used to like break in.
Oh, man.
But I was like, you know, young, and the neighborhood kids, like we would just go there because that was like a big empty lot of just like it just looked like somebody up and left the whole.
Just abandoned.
Yeah,
everything,
it was really cool. I wanted to just speak a little bit on like I guess what's next for me personally. I definitely am tapping back into like the horror genre, and I want to
Hell yeah, there you go. Your
you
first
know,
love.
yeah, so I'm getting back into that, and I'm excited to venture more in depth with like my passion, like, you know, my favorite thing to talk about and do and creative wise. So
With that too, like the videography, the lighting, you know,
Yeah.
the colors that you do. I don't even know how you
Oh,
do that.
thank you.
freaking Out of body
I
thing,
need to
remember?
yeah,
show me how
I
to do
actually was
that.
watching it the other day. I was like, okay, I'm next, I need to film it again. I was just looking
That
at like
was
how to
crazy.
elevate
You
it.
don't have to see it. Maybe you could put it on here.
I was
for
in
them to see.
yeah, I'll do that. I'll show you guys. Check it out. But that was inspired by Jennifer's Body. I don't know if you've seen that movie,
Yeah, I've seen that movie
with Megan
the
Fox.
vampire, right? vampire?
She's a demon.
Oh, okay.
Like gets
Yeah,
bit by a
she's
demon.
fine.
I know everything's like
Keep
demon,
fighting.
demon. Oh,
Uh-huh.
she yeah, she is. She's beautiful. I've always like
Hell yeah.
loved her stuff. Like
Yeah.
yeah. But she inspired that creative little video I did.
Heck yeah. See, you need some inspiration from somewhere, honestly. You know, that's
Yeah.
where you get it. That's where you tap into your creative side.
Yeah, and then just the podcast too, like, you know, shooting off location, our first off location shoot. We want to like, we're gonna keep doing, you know, things to spice it up and just play around with and stuff. So
Yeah,
again, I just
definitely.
want to give a thank you to Halloween Depot, the Halloween Superstore that has your masks. You can find all of your home decor, costumes, and it's open all year round here in the city of Southgate off Paramount, and we'll leave the address linked up.
Oh, so they're open all year round?
All year round.
No
all year
way.
round.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, I didn't even know that. Oh, wow. Well,
So you gotta
it's open
come
all year
travel.
long, guys?
You guys
Heck
travel
yeah.
down here. Check it out.
People
you
need
know.
some like costumes and masks for like acting and stuff, you know. All my director friends and everything, all my producer friends, come and check it out over here.
And also to let's give a thanks to all of our new supporters, all of our new followers from.
Yeah, there was a lot, man.
There's a lot of
especially
people.
from the last episode that we did.
The last few episodes, yeah,
Yeah.
with Trino and Adam. After that, you know, we've had a lot of new supporters that found our platform, and I'm very grateful. We're very grateful to have people, you know, just watch and support us. Like, I noticed like a lot of the new following that we have are very supportive people. They're very like, they like what we do, and they're very just. Oh man, I feel the love. I definitely feel the love
I'm
with
even
these
getting
people.
clicks these days, like clicks, and then like mentions, like us and their stories, and then like recommendations and tags, and you know, even with all the freaking like Instagram stuff, like I'd be scrolling through my phone, like, oh shoot, all right, cool, all right, they tagged us, they liked us, they're recommending us, all right, cool. Like even from when we first started, you know, people are liking the episodes.
Yeah,
When we
from
first began.
season 1. Yeah,
that
which
was,
is
like,
so cool.
That was funny, man. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, how do we do this? Like, yeah, man, we started from the ground up for sure.
We're just excited to keep growing and to keep at what we're doing. You as an artist, a
Yeah.
tattoo artist, an actress, entrepreneur, me as a content creator, entrepreneur. It's just exciting, you know, to have these loyal people that just are watching us from like the beginning. It's only the beginning.
Yep, it's only the beginning, man, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good, you know, good podcast, good saying, good open. You know, we had some good titles to talk about on. And yeah, man, you know, hopefully we'll do this soon, throw some content out, and just reach out to the people like always.
Thank you again for watching, and yeah, we're signing out.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, catch us next time on Flowing in the Truth. Woo!